Hello everyone, in today's class I will discuss the concept of multi-threading in test automation. So let's get started. So multi-threading is an important feature of Java that helps running multiple threads and each thread maintain its own state at time of test execution. Multi-threading feature helps in running multiple tests in parallel without compromising test quality. For each class, a new thread will be assigned at runtime, responsible for running all the test cases written in specific test class. Multi-threading enabled test automation frameworks helps in faster test execution for larger test sets. Next is introduction about thread local class. Thread local class helps in implementing multi-threading feature of Java in test automation. Java thread local class enables us to create variables that can only be read and written by the same thread. So if two threads are executing the same code and the code has a reference to the same thread local variable, the two threads cannot see each other thread local variables. Java thread local class provides a simple way to make code thread safe that would not otherwise be possible. Next is how to create a thread local class variable. So there can be two ways thread local class can be created. One is with generic type and other one without generic type. So if you are using without generic type, you need to just use new operator. So here is an example: private thread local equal to new thread local. This will help create a thread local variable of type thread local class without generic type. So this needs to be done once per thread, and multiple threads can now get and set values inside this thread local variable, and each thread will only see the value in itself. Next is method supported by thread local class. Thread local class supports multiple methods. First method is set method. So with the help of set method, you can set the value of thread local variable. Next method is get method. With the help of get method, you will get the value of thread local variable. Next method is remove. With the help of remove, you can delete the value of thread local variable. Next is generic type thread local class. Using a generic type thread local class, only the objects of generic type can be set as value on the thread local. Also, you need not to typecast the value returned by the get method of thread local class. Here is an example. You can define generic type thread local class as private thread local string my thread local equal to new thread local string. So once this is done, you can set the value of my thread local variable as hello thread local, and if you want to extract the value of my thread local variable, you need to call the get method of thread local class. Next is examples. So here are some of the examples that will be used in our framework. First one is generate WebDriver instance. So we are going to create WebDriver as generic type of thread local class in our framework, and this will help running multiple tests in multiple browsers same time. Next example is generate extend test instance. So we are going to create a thread local class of generic type extend test, and once this is done, we can implement multi-threading in our test reporting. With this, we have reached the end of today's class. In next class, we are going to write the helper methods for lower class. Thank you.